our new product Sea of Cupcakes to be presented in Australia. So I'm Megan Nigaya, this is Helena Wista, Jessica Nyoto, and Belinda Octavia. So these are the cupcake vending machine. As you can see, these are the cupcake ATM. And so, do you ever think about an ATM machine standing in the corner, and you see there's nothing you can do about it? It's just giving out money, and you input a card. So we can have fun with the customer spending experience by making it into a cupcake vending machine. So it's a 24-hour cupcake ATM. So it's bigger than the normal ATMs that you see in the streets. And it can hold up to 600 cupcakes and also add 8 best-selling flavors. So when you go near the cupcake ATM, there will be a song playing that creates a comfort and joy for the customers that pass near the cupcake ATM. And there will be no ATM fee, but the cupcakes in the machine will cost for $4 compared to $3.50 in the stores that we also open for public. The machines will only take credit or debit cards with no cash to maintain the security for the customers, and it's also the first of its kind in Australia. So it will satisfy your midnight craving because it opens for 24/7. So the operation of the shop will open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Within the stores is located the cupcake ATM that is accessible from the outside, so that the customers can still purchasing the cupcakes when the stores is closed. Inventory will be FIFO, first in first out, because to maintain the freshness of the cupcakes, and we will be constantly restocking with freshly baked cupcakes. So the cupcake that you will receive will only be baked a couple of hours earlier. So how it works will be explained by Belinda.
So
we would like to invite one person to try the ATM machine.
Oh, will
Tanto. This is your ATM.
yes. First, First, insert your card, then tap the screen. Tap. Yes, tap. Then it will come for the menu. This is the first page of the menu. You want this or this menu? Which one? Which flavor do you want? Strawberry. This. Wait. Pick and the cupcake will come out from here. Check this. And finish. Yes, this is this is how the demonstration works. And this is the menu for our cupcakes. This.
And that's how it works. So for the product information, we will be offering a unique flavors of cupcakes. So we will regularly create new flavors and recipes to keep the products fun and interesting. So based on the research that we did, that also the Australian group give us that the Australian is full of many cultures and ethnicity like Japanese, Chinese, and also Americans. So because of many students coming from abroad, so that we will put many different flavors considering their high season like Chinese New Year and also Sakura time, etc. And also the limited flavor every week, like forever cupcake lava, cinnamon, peanut butter, salted caramel, coconut, lemon, popcorn, etc. So we are also offering options for gluten-free, sugar-free, like with natural sweeteners, nut-free, non-preservatives, and dog-friendly for those who are dog lovers and would like to give the dogs also the taste of their lovable cupcakes. So that considering of many people that are pro to the healthy lifestyle, we also offer cupcakes that are suitable for their needs. So for the product offerings, we will sell individual cupcakes for dine-in and take-away through the ATM, and also sell beverages for dine-in and take-away also, like juices, smoothies, coffee, etc. And we will also provide the installment of this cupcake ATM machine for special occasion like to the wedding or to the birthday and etc. So we will customize cupcake flavors for the events, so it's based on special requests by the customers. Also provide options for various packaging such as cupcake tower or customized boxes like with birthday girl names in the cupcake. Also open for surprise requests such as proposal where you would like to put a ring inside of the box of the cupcake.
For the pricing strategy, we choose the price penetration. Our price is initially set low to rapidly reach a wide fraction of the market and initiate word of mouth and increase the price over time. The strategy works on the expectation that customer will switch the new brand because of they have the lower price than us. This is the promotion mix. Buy a cupcake, save a life. So we will donate some of the amount of money from the revenue of the cupcake to the hungry kids in Africa. For dine-in, buy 3, it costs $3 per each cupcake. For in ATM, buy 3, it costs $3.5 for each cupcake. Bundling price, half of dozen up to 1 dozen is $2.50 each of the cupcake.
So for the area, the Surfers Paradise is our choice. That is a suburb within the city of Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia. So in 2015, the total population is around 69,000 people, and there are high-rise apartments and wide surf beach. The feature of the heart of the suburb is Cafe Mall, so it is a shopping and entertainment area and one of the busiest shopping streets in Queensland. And it's also the center of activity in the nightlife. Also, one of the features of the area is the Surfer Paradise Meter designed to build goodwill for tourists. So as we know that Surfer Paradise is full of tourists and also people coming there for enjoying the beach and also walking down the streets. So this is the map of the Cattle Avenue. So it is a street and the pedestrian mall in Surfer Paradise Gold Coast, Western Australia. See, these are the pictures. This is the beach.
For the demographic, we targeted the kids, teenagers, adults, and elderly for gender. We targeted both of men and women. And for the income, we targeted the middle to high income and high income. For the psychographic, there are celebrators or non-celebrators, family-oriented and the non-family-oriented, the adventurer and non-adventurer, entertainment seekers and non-entertainment seekers, tourists and local residents, walker, dog lovers, on-walkers and non-dog lovers, dessert or sweet lovers and non-dessert lovers. For the behavioral, there are, based on the benefit, is convenience, quality, tasty yet healthy dessert, midnight or early craving satisfier, urgent need, no worries for trying food dogs, and happiness and cuteness satisfaction.
So for the political issue in the Australia, so we know that the government in the Australia is very intervening with many new startup businesses coming to Australia. So we will follow the procedure of the legalized business to be legally open in Australia. That is going to be explained later by Jessica. And for the economic, as we know that Australia is one of the largest capitalist economies in the world. And also the economy of the Australia is based on service sector and also mining and agricultural sector. So we will going to be conducting different market and also industry for that one. And for the socio-cultural part in Australia, as I mentioned earlier, that Australia is full of many cultures and ethnics in the country. So we will also implement and considering that into our business by creating flavors for their high seasons. And also for the technological, Australia is very advanced in their research and development, technology and innovation. So it may be a barrier to entry for those startup business that want to enter without such innovation. So we will bring this sea of cupcakes with the cupcake ATM as one of the innovation and the first of its kind in Australia. So for the environmental, the Australian people are very concerning about the ecological environment where they are connected with those the living people and the non-living people in the area where they live and they work. So we will be creating a packaging that is recyclable to maintain safe land and water, also air pollution. So for the legal, as I mentioned earlier, will be explained by Jessica.
These are the steps to do business in Australia. Registering as a foreign company because we are not a citizen of Australia. Obtaining business permits in Australia, sum of finance, and exchange contract. This is the Australian business tax. These are taxes that we have to obey in that country. And this is the import and export regulation. If we want to import and export our products and supplies. And this is the patent protection for our brand and the copyright protection. And the home state of Australia. Its power distance is whether the power is distributed equally among the people in Australia. Uncertainty avoidance is to whether the people of the country prefer the clear rules over the unstructured ones. Individualism, whether they act as individualists or as a group. Masculinity, the importance of male values such as the competitive drive and versus female values, for example, quality of life. Local orientation is versus short term, whether the people are concerned about the future of our past present orientation. As we know, power distance in Australia is 36, meaning that they have low in power distance. They distribute the power equally. So in business life, the managers and the employees are communicate with informal language. So the employee can be participative. For the individualism, Australia has high number of individualism, meaning that they are individualists and care more about themselves and their immediate family. Masculinity, they score 61, which is quite high, considered as a masculine society. They want to be the best and the winners takes it all. The uncertainty avoidance, Australia scored at 51, which is not well defined. And for the long-term orientation, 21. Therefore, Australia has a normative culture, and they exhibit great respect for their tradition.
Next is the competitive market analysis. So we use oligopoly, which is a business environment where just few players and have great influence but not control over the market. As we know that the business of cupcakes is quite few, and also we offer like similar product. These are the SWOT analysis. So our strength is fresh and local ingredients, and it's first established in the market, better understanding about the market, unique offerings, broader target market, which is dine-in and takeaway, minimal workers, 24/7 operation, healthy countries. And for the opportunity, expandable. Initial trend of cupcakes towards instead of traditional cupcakes, even and catering, offering, and also expandable. Like for example, open branches in the other cities and extend the product line. For the weakness is expensive to cost the landing, especially for the ATM machine itself, and also the high inventory turnover rate due to raw materials having a short expiry date and quality control. For threat, easy to copy, and in their competitors is covered because they also over cakes and beverage as well, and there's safe and quality control by the government. And in the winter, the beach area may not as populated as summer season. First competitors is the little cupcakes. They are located in the several area. Next, this is the product categories. They also offer boxes, branded cupcakes, thin cupcakes. This the cupcake factory that the design is more girly than before. They also offer mini cupcakes, and they design the cupcakes like flower cookie, and also there's thin cupcake, and also offer it. Next is cupcakes on the pit. This one, the design of the cupcakes is like quite different from the other competitors.
This is our financial statement assumption for the next 5 years. So for the year 0, we assume that we will sell 40 pieces for a day. So this number is 40 times 30 days and times 12 months. So we will sell this amount of piece in the year 0, and the price is 350. As we mentioned before, we are doing the price penetration, so we will increase the price over time. Next. This is the expenses that we will need for our business: the machine, the ATM machine, vehicle for delivery, the worker, the landing place, electricity, marketing activity, supplies such as the chair and the table, and also the computer for the cashier. We will hire the worker, and this is the cost of each of our expenses, and this is the total for a month. And year 0 we time 12, and the year 1 until year 5 we don't need to buy another ATM machine, vehicle, or the computer. This is the depreciation value for our inventory, and this is the cash flow, is our final revenue for the next 5 years. Thank you.
Any questions? Questions?
Yeah, is there any question?
No questions? The cupcake. So, what makes people buy your cupcake? Because they are competitors,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, they buy our cupcakes because they want to try the new ways. Australia is advanced in technology, so the people want to try new technology or new ideas.
Yeah, because Australia is a developed country, so that the developed country is more saturated market than the developing countries. So where they need more innovation to bring them away from the boredom that is happening in the country, so that when we offer the new ATM cupcake, it will be booming or hype that the customers would like to experience new things, because it delivers a new way of eating cupcake or buying cupcake that is never have been thought before.
Okay. So it is more on the distribution, right?
Yes.
But the product perhaps more or less are the same, even
Yes.
though you have the specialty, but more to that. Okay, any questions? No questions? Okay. Thank you, ladies. Thank you.